Hello, dear guests. My name is Adil, and today I'm going to persuade you why people study probability and how probability can be predictable in our real life. Okay, how many of you have ever tried to predict the future? I think all of you, yes? Yes. Okay. And according to Aristotle, the global is what usually happens. Aristotle said that we can't predict the future, but you can use mathematical probability to determine how likely it is that something will happen or will not happen. Okay, and so people often use probability to make better choices in our life. And let me proceed with my outline. First, I will explain what does it mean probability, what probability is. Then I will go on with interesting problems regarding probability, because there are some problems which even scientists cannot solve nowadays. And then I will tell you about probability in real life, which can be applicable in times first, and I will finish with the conclusion. Okay, what does it mean probability? According to pure mathematics, the term probability means that probability is a mathematical branch which studies how likely it is that some event will occur. The history of probability started in the 17th century, and the fathers of probability are recognized as Cardano, Fermat, and Blaise Pascal. And nowadays, probability theory is based on the works of Gauss. And we can see here also that probability is something that has like a 0 probability and 1. So 1, it means that 100% probability, certainty. And 0, it means that it's like impossibility. And we have probability varies between 0 and 1. One simple example of probability. For instance, we have a toss, we can toss a coin, yes? And we can see here a tail side and the head side. And the probability that one side will be picked is 1/2. And the other side is also 1/2. And this is like a simple example. Interesting problem regarding probability. Monty Hall problem, three-door problem. Have you, everybody have seen the film 21? I saw, yes? Everyone saw, I think. In that film, there was 3 doors, and the host asked the participant to pick one door. For instance, he picked the door number 1. And initially, I wanted to say that in the 3 doors, one of these doors had a car, and two other doors have bicycles in them. And for instance, you pick door number 1, and then the host is telling you that he opens one door, the door number 3, for instance, and he's saying that in door number 3 there is a bicycle, and then he's asking you, do you want to switch your choice between the door number 1 and the door number 2? And the correct answer will be that you switch, because according to probability theory, the probability if you switch will be 2/3, but if you don't switch, it will be 1/3. And the second problem is two-child problem. Two-child problem is actually problem like this. For instance, the family has 2 children, and the initial condition is set that the first child is girl. And what is the probability that both of the child will be girls if the initial condition is that the first child is a girl? Of course, by logic, we can say that probability is actually 1/2. And according to Carleton, American mathematician, this is also like that. But other scientists argue that probability is not 1/2, that probability is 1/3. And even nowadays, scientists are trying to deal with kind of paradoxical problems, but they cannot. Okay. As I mentioned at the beginning of my speech, probability can be used in the gambling. and some probability algorithms can be used to beat the casino dealer. But for our ordinary person, we cannot apply this method. We can just avoid probability in gambling. For instance, let's consider one example, like American roulette, and there we have 38 items, and 18 of them are red and 18 of them are black, and 2 of them are zeros. And the probability that you will win is 18 over 38, and the probability that you will lose is 12 over 38. And by here we can see that probability of losing is somehow is larger than probability of winning. But this probability is the highest among gambling. So research is saying us that every time people will lose in gambling, and the percentage of losing will be 5.26%, and it means that every 10 times that people will play casino, the casino will get $0.53. Also, probability in other shares in meteorology. Meteorology, according to the U.S. National Weather Service, meteorologists do use probability in their jobs. For instance, they can measure probability of rain. When will rain and will the sun will go. And also, it can be said that we can use it in business and economics and sports and in the environment. And to sum up, I want to mention that probability can be used in different spheres, and it can actually make our lives easier. And now I hope that you understand this topic, and I hope that you implement this knowledge in the real life. And probably after exiting this door, you will go to the library and take probability book and study it. Thank you.